Good evening, guys. And let me be straight up with you. Moving into this cargo van about 2 years ago was probably one of the best decisions, if not the best decision I've made in my life. One of the best things that it does bring you is the freedom. And not freedom like you can jet set or roll your way around the planet. I am not independently wealthy, and unfortunately that's just not in the cards. But the way that you can make van life work for you and work within your schedule and what you need to do and the freedom that it gives you within your own little space. I work full-time in Halifax, probably spend 3 or 4 nights a week sleeping on the side of the road somewhere in a parking lot. And I do the best I can, especially now with spring coming. I'm itching to get out there and get out to the woods, get out to the beaches. So what I'm going to do on this one is bring you along for the next few days. Got a bit of a hectic weekend, but we're going to make the fact that our home is on wheels work for us. So we're going to go find a few places to stay, probably 3 different spots over the next 3 nights. Just show you how we go through and choose some spots and kind of make it work for us. So come along. It's Monday evening. I got the next couple days off. It's getting a little dark out here, but we're going to tuck it here for the evening, and then we're going to head out into the interior of Nova Scotia a little bit on some crown land over tomorrow and spend the night. Go find a nice little spot out there. Then I do have to head back to Halifax on Wednesday afternoon, and we'll find a spot in the city, and then head back to work Thursday morning. Good morning, y'all. Well, we made it through the night here at this spot that we rolled into last night. It was getting pretty dark. We'll just take a quick look around and just show you where we're at. I'm Rob. Welcome back to another episode here of Hakin' We. Alma Dog's over here somewhere, just digging around in the dirt. And we're just out here, just in this little gravel lot here, just off the road. The road's just right up here, about 100 feet away or so. So as I was saying about making these spaces that you choose to stay work for you, we came out here last night. As I say, we're not far off the road. One of the reasons for that is that we have great cell phone reception. And I do have a meeting for work this morning in about 45 minutes. That'll take about an hour or so, so I do need to get to that. So I chose to come to this spot in particular because I know the cell phone reception's great. I know it's a quiet night. It's a gorgeous little spot, and it's going to work for us. It's going to work for our schedule. It's going to work for what we need to get done today to keep our jobs essentially. This is kind of cool. We got one of these painted rocks here on this rock. Team Lola. Hey Lola. I was down here by the water. We had a little fire pit down there. We didn't use that last night, but looks like somebody tried a fire here over the last few days. And this is where we're at here. This is where we're at for the evening. And we are out of here. Oh, right on. And I just love this. We've made it out of town a little further. We're out here on some crown land, a few kilometers down this road here, and we're just gonna keep on cruising along, check out a couple little side routes and see if we can't find ourselves a nice camping spot for the night. All right, well, here's a little road that kind of branched off the road we were on. We'll take a walk up here, see what we got. Some rutted out a little bit, but doesn't look too bad. All right, got a nice little spot out here. There's a fire pit, a nice treed area, a nice area to turn around here. Little trail into the woods with another fire pit just in that way. Yeah, just in here. Nice little place to pitch a tent or something. We got a fire pit in there. This is nice in here. The breeze that keep those flies away. All right, got another little camping spot here. There's a couple fire rings over there, so definitely a spot you can just pull up. It's just right off the road here, super easy. I think there's a couple great looking campsites in there. I mean, all of these would be great places to spend a day like this, that's for sure. Yeah, the road isn't too bad either, but I drive slow on these roads. I don't have big off-road tires. I do have 10-ply street tires, so they're good tires, but you know, it's not muddy out here, which is nice. Shoulders seem nice and firm. Well, okay, we walk up here, there's no one around. A couple big rocks we have to navigate around. But this is looking like it could be a pretty nice place to spend the evening. Oh yes, this is our spot. This is perfect. Little bit of a breeze coming off the lake that's keeping those bugs away. Got our fire pit here for the night. Obviously, just a perfect spot to wake up this morning. Got out there and tried to catch us some breakfast again early this morning, but no luck on that one. But what a fabulous day yesterday. Nice to get out outside of cell phone range and just spend a nice day relaxing. Good for the soul. So we are camping right now on Crown land in Nova Scotia. So what Crown land is it is typically forests that are owned and operated, I guess, by either the provincial or the federal government. So these lands are free for us to get out there and use. There are some rules and regulations, definitely, in different areas, different lakes, different rivers, on how they're supposed to be used. I believe in Nova Scotia, you are allowed to stay at one spot for up to 21 days, and then you have to move from there at least 250 meters or something, and then you can stay again. But it's great to have the opportunity to get out here and use these woods and use these roads. There's some big roads, some kind of main roads that run through, and then a lot of ATV and four-wheeler trails and hiking trails that branch off all over the place. I use the Back Roads Map app on my phone. It's those books, those map books you used to be able to get at the gas station. I think every province had a Back Roads edition. So this is the app. I do use the paid version because it gives you different levels of layers and information of how that land can and is used. So really handy. It's great to get out and if you were thinking about getting out and maybe doing some exploring, it's a fantastic way to get out there and check out some roads and obviously not get lost. There is offload or offline versions you can use to download a map, so it will follow you even though you're outside of cell phone range. It'll still be able to follow you on the map, so you know exactly where you are. Another great thing about these maps, and I think this is the one that I look at the most, is it will let you know if there's an area of land that is owned by anybody. So if it's private property, you get way out here and you think, oh, this is all open free land, but it's really not. There's people out there that have, or there's people that have family camps out there. They have hunting lodges, all kinds of stuff. So you do want to be mindful of that. I never stay on anywhere that is private property. You can be 20, 30 miles out in the bush and run into somebody's property. So I always make sure I don't stay on those. Other than that, it's kind of wide open. Nova Scotia, or here in Nova Scotia, we don't have a lot of rec sites. I know BC has a ton of rec sites out on their crown lands. Not so much here. I've run across a few, but really it's just kind of like this. There's a spot where somebody's cleared some woods, or they've kind of set it up, but it's not really an official Nova Scotia rec site. But it's great. It's great adventure to get out here and spend some time in the woods. It's free camping. Camping isn't cheap at the campgrounds these days. So if you're thinking of exploring, just be safe. I got some recovery gear in here. So if I happen to get stuck, I do come out here in the winter, and you get out here and it starts pouring rain. I do have recovery gear in there. So if I do run into an issue, I can at least attempt to get myself out. Or if I run into somebody else that's having an issue, I can lend them a hand, which is always nice. So it was a great night here last night. Got some spring cleaning done, and just kind of chilled out. So we are gonna tear down camp and head back into the city here shortly. I'm gonna swing by the storage unit, drop some stuff off, some winter stuff, get that out of here, make room for just make some room. Probably go get the van washed. And then there is it's a beautiful day. There's a beer garden, a restaurant that has a beer garden down on the Halifax waterfront. And they open this coming weekend, and they're having a kind of a industry launch of their patio today. So I got an invite to that, so I'm gonna go check that out this afternoon, and then we'll catch up later on, and we'll be doing some camping in the city tonight. So I will bring you along for that, and we'll see where we end up. All right, guys. We made it back to Halifax, back to the city. Had a great afternoon. A lot of fun down here at the Halifax Commons, right kind of in the heart of the city here. And we just got a spot just over the way here. I'll walk over there and we'll check it out. Took Alma out. We got some supper finished up here earlier, and I think we're about to retire for tonight. Back in the city, I mean, tomorrow, I gotta work, gonna hit the gym early and get a shower, a much needed shower in there, and then start the grind, start back into another week of work. So thanks for coming along on this one. I hope this one makes sense. Just trying to show you how, you know, living this van life, having a mobile home, how you can really make that work for you, make that work for your schedule. Gives you a little bit of freedom. You're not going back to the same old address every day. You got to do this one day and that the next day, and they're all over the place. You can actually go to those places, enjoy something in that area, and give yourself a short little drive in the morning to get where you got to get to. It's one of the perks of van life. So let's go check out this spot. All right, well, this is our chosen spot for the night. It's a beautiful evening here at right beside the Commons here, and we're just gonna tuck it right here for the evening. We got you know, a row of houses on this side, but it is kind of a wider street with a big boulevard. We are right here. There is a crosswalk right here behind us, which is nice, and then the little fade in of the curb for parking, and then a bike lane. So we got a little bit of space between us and traffic going by, which is nice. So makes us sleep easy. All right, guys. Well, yeah. Thanks for joining us on the last few days. Just a little glimpse inside of how we pick and choose our spots to stay. This one probably won't be as peaceful as the last couple nights, but I don't mind sleeping on the side of the road too much either. It's kind of relaxing or soothing, that sound actually. So until the next one, cheers.